You know, I really didn't think that things could not get any worse with this game, and yet, look at this. So check this out. We have Lava Eater versus K, and look at Lava Eater's side. You may happen to notice two things in their deck that haven't been there before until maybe a recent update. That's right, we have Scorch and Merrick Convert. When Merrick Convert was first announced that it was going to be a thing in the game, the one thing I really hoped would never happen was this card being released to multiplayer. I thought it was going to be campaign exclusive, and if it was campaign exclusive, that's totally fine. Nothing wrong with that. And yet, here it is. This stupid freaking upgrade that allows Merrics to convert units is here. And it is extremely cheap. As you can see, Lava Eater already has it fully researched. They're preparing minor walls so they can stall out against what K decides to throw at them. And all they have to do is get a couple of Merrics and it's going to be a done deal. Yep, here's the first Merrick already. Now K is running a some sort of rush deck with swords and ninjas. And check it out, they already have the first Merrick. Now, some possible counters that I can imagine would have to be to stop Merrick Convert is either breaking its beam somehow, which I don't know how long it is, and by the way, has an extremely short cooldown. You have to either break the beam or rush the Merrick so fast that you kill it in time before, you know, you happen to come across getting converted, which is not possible because there is no option to have a cluster of units rush down a single unit. We don't have single unit targeting in this game. You just have to hope for the best when you throw a bunch of units at it, and user control can easily counter that. So now K is falling under some pressure here because they do not have an answer to Merrick Convert. In fact, it seems like they just AFK'd and gave up. So let's just look for another game of this stupid ability being in multiplayer now. Like, I just can't believe it. Oh, check this out. Delete the game. That is glorious. Is there a Merrick Convert in this game? Yep, there is. And it's from Guilty Thrush, who happens to be a 2K rated player. And Delete the Game is running Jug Crawler with Scorch. So it seems Delete the Game here knows about what's coming, and I think they are going to try what I suggested earlier, which is basically rush the Merrics down as fast as possible and just try to end the game as fast as possible. But the problem is, Guilty Thrush is using swords, and swords outclass Crawlers. However, a Tesla Coil is a good way to deal with that, and this sword is also dead. Never mind, it's gonna live. Actually, the Voltaic chip damage might be the finishing deal. The Crawler's gonna rush the sword, doesn't matter, it dies the Voltaic damage. And Delete the Game, not gonna get too out of control with the Crawlers, which is a smart idea. If they all die too quickly, well, that's gonna be it. And I guess I can say that using Crawlers here might actually be not a bad idea. Like, I wonder if Crawlers are going to rise in the meta now because of Merrick Convert. The reason being, converting a Crawler is practically useless. You're not going to get much of anything from it. So if you just give the Merrics units that are not really valuable and they get converted, then you essentially wasted the convert. At least that's the idea I have in mind, because I do not think you can use the controller Merrick and select what you want to convert, because you can't even select what you want to read with the Marokai. So there's no way an option like that would exist for Merrick Convert. So I would imagine just throwing a bunch of expendable units at a Merrick and having it convert a weak unit just makes it a waste. So maybe that would counter it. I don't know. I'm kind of just throwing ideas at the top of my head here because this is ridiculous. Though what I find interesting is Guilty Thrush is not researching Merrick Convert. They have made no effort to do it. In fact, they are loading up Spiro. So they probably understand that trying to get the Merrick convert early would not be worth it. It would be better to use it late game when people phase out of the weaker light units and into the stronger, higher tier units. And now here comes a rush from Delete the Game. However, Guilty Thrush is garrisoned. However, these crawlers are going to get some solid minor kills here. 2 of them. But now guess what? Spiros is about to come out. And Spiros is probably the biggest counter to crawlers in the entire game. Like, 1 deep freeze and it's wraps. And I'm not sure if I'm not sure if Delete the Game is going to have any counter to that. Plus the swords, although he can use Scorch to deal with the swords. However, Delete the Game is going to have to stack Jugs if he wants any sort of value here. And guess what? Guess what exists to kind of just stop that? That's right, Merrick's with this stupid Merrick convertibility. Here comes the Scorch from Guilty Thrush. Here comes the Deep Freeze from... or the Scorch came from Delete the Game. We have Deep Freeze from Guilty Thrush. Here comes the Testicoil. And there's the Merrick convert on a Jug. However, the beam actually broke. It did not convert. Now Guilty's going to try and save the Merrick. And because of using Control Ignore, it might actually get away here. Look at this. It's finally going to go down. But all he had to do was use the Control the Merrick, and it actually would have gotten away. Like, that's stupid. You can't rush down our single Merrick because using Control Ignore just guarantees its safety. And guess what? The Merrick convert didn't really succeed. But guess what Guilty Thrush has to kind of just... as an alternative? That's right, Enslaved Giants. And I don't think there's anything Delete the Game can do to stop that. I wouldn't be surprised if this replay was the reason why they named themselves to Delete the Game. And honestly, I can't even fault them from having a name like that, because this is ridiculous. I don't know in what universe made the devs think that releasing this cheap upgrade to multiplayer was a good idea, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it was not good. It wasn't. Like, Scorch being released in multiplayer, honestly it's fine because Scorch isn't insanely overpowered, but Merrick Convert is. Why could Merrick Convert just not be left as campaign exclusive? I will never understand. And it looks like Delete the Game is going to sacrifice other crawlers here. They are throwing them all away. No, they opted to go for a minor rush, and they didn't lose a ton of crawlers for that. It's not the worst thing ever, but if anything, that just gives extra population for Guilty Thrush to get their next Enslaved Giant. And there's still Spiros being a problem here. And hold up, Delete the Game actually opted to hardcore Q crawlers. And I just don't think it's going to work because, again, 1 deep freeze. 1 deep freeze is all it takes, and it kills the crawlers, I'm pretty sure. And even if that isn't the case, move those Enslaved Giants forward in catapult mode, and that also kind of just kills them all. And even if the crawlers are able to push past Spiros, there's some Sword Wrath in the base waiting to deal with the crawlers. Like, I just don't think there's anything Delete the Game can do here to win this. They have the maxed out Dead's Tower spawn. They can rely on the Tower Zap. Maybe the Tower Zap can bail them out, but at some point, Guilty Thrush is going to rush. I'm going to fast forward here, by the way. At some point, Guilty Thrush is going to rush and aim to take the tower away. In fact, yep, here we go. The Enslaved Giants are being moved forward. We know what that freaking means. We know what that means. Delete the Game is running out of time. 3 Enslaved Giants in catapult mode, I think is going to seal the deal. In fact, he has a 4th one coming in, and he's going to be able to afford it because he only has 87 pop. Buying this Enslaved Giant will put him at 97, which is within the limits. So, yep, he's going to have 4 Enslaved Giants on top of Spiros, which counters the crawlers. The Enslaved Giant will counter the Jugs, and then the Merrick Convert is just there as extra BS. Like, this just sucks. This Lightning Storm is going to do nothing. Like, nothing at all. Yeah, there it is. The 4th Enslaved Giant. Number 5 is on the way. So if Lightning Storm succeeds in killing more units, it just means more Enslaved Giants for Guilty Thrush. And it looks like we're going to see the rush for tower now. Guilty thrust, or excuse me, delete the game is throwing all their miners away, which, I mean, literally pointless for them to have them, so it makes sense. And here comes the BS. This is just not going to end well. Oh yeah, here we go. This is just not good for delete the game. All these crawlers are going to get destroyed from either enslaved giant splash damage or a single deep freeze. Delete the game is going to have to try and watch out for either one, and I don't know how they're going to do it. They're opting to pull their jugs further back. Yeah, this is bad. Oh boy, this is not good for delete the game. I'm actually going to feel bad for him if he loses this, because he's just up against some ridiculous mess. The biggest thing being Mary Convert. Like, there is so not a lot you can do to stop that. Unless you counter with your own Merrics, or get a general that can kill them quickly. That's if they don't get converted first. Alright, here we go. Here comes the rush. So Spiros gets stunned. The crawlers... Alright, he's going to get hit. Oh, he has heavy healing wisp too. I didn't even realize that. Alright, here it comes. And guess what? Look at this. The crawlers are dying to the enslaved giant splash damage. He doesn't even need the deep freeze. Like, wow. Yeah, no need for deep freeze when you have enslaved giant splash. My God, that could not have gone worse for delete the game. Like, wow. I can totally understand why they have that name. That was just... Mary Convert coming to this game was the worst thing I think was ever done in the entire history of this game's existence. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Why the Hell Did They Release Mary Convert to Multiplayer. In this game, we have Seekbee versus Voltaic Empire. Voltaic Empire running a melee rush deck, and actually, hold up, they're stacking a lot of gold. Alright, they AFK'd. Let's find another game. Alright, here we go. We got delete the game again. They face against Lava Eater. Do they also use Mary Convert here?
2, 1.
There is Mary Convert, but I can't tell who has it because I can't... Oh, Lava Eater. Yep, Lava Eater has the Mary Convert. And they are running Sword, E-Giant, Merrick, Tesla Coil, Surge, Brilliance, and the Mary Convert, which Brilliance not only makes the Mary Convert cheaper, but I'm looking at Lava Eater's Merrics, and their Merrics are cheaper. The gold is at 112, which is not their original price. So either Brilliance or the Mary Convert is making the Merrics cheaper. They cost 25% less. Like, this is an awful combination. It's extremely broken. Meanwhile, delete the game is still running their same crawler jug spam thing, which is going to get hard countered by E-Giant splash damage. So let's fast forward here and see what direction this takes us. I imagine we're going to see the Merrick here from the Lava Eater. Yep, here we go. Here we go. The Mary Convert is really going to pop off here. We got a decent amount of crawlers from delete the game, and he's going to go for the rush. And yeah, Surge can also kind of eviscerate the crawlers as well. So, oh my God. You have the audacity to use Reek Facepalm where you're using one of the most broken abilities in the game? Nah, man, that's mad disrespect. So a crawler's going to get instantly converted here. And it's going to happen twice. That convert is instant. Like, how do you even... how do you even bait that? I mean, you can bait it with a weak unit, but I imagine, how fast is the cooldown for Mary Convert? I do not know the cooldown for this. Oh, it's fast. It's pretty damn fast. I thought it would be like 30 seconds or something. No, that wasn't even 15. It probably was 15. Here comes the Juggernaut, which is pretty bad for delete the game because, hold on, wait a minute. The crawlers, though, gonna get a couple of merit kills here. A Surge coming in from Lava Eater actually did not hit delete the game's units. Alright, not a bad thing here. Delete the game, gonna try and rush. The Merrics are now converting the wrong units here. See, this is one good thing about having a massive expendable weak unit, is the Juggernauts, which are by far the most valuable units that can get converted, are being blocked off by the crawlers. And Lava Eater cannot use the controller Merrick and select the jug to convert it because we don't have that option in this game. So, not a bad start from Delete the Game. I would say he actually has a good position here, especially if he opts to keep up the pressure. However, he has to watch out for Surge. 3 crawlers are going to get converted here. Oh god, I didn't see that the entire time Lava Eater was queuing an E-Giant. That is horrible. Alright. Oh my god. These Marys can even convert tower. Wait, hold on. A Juggernaut is going to get converted here. The Merrics are trying to convert a Jug right now. Can it break the beam? No, it cannot. Yep. Look at that! Lava Eater just got a free freaking tank on top of having the Enslaved Giant. And Delete the Game is going to try and commit to a rush, but I just don't think it's going to work here. He's calling the GG. Alright, they're going to convert the tower spawn dead. Oh, yeah, here we go. They have the Juggernauts are going to get converted here. Like, this just sucks. This freaking sucks. Like, why did they release this ability to the multiplayer game? Why? Why? I will never understand it. And the crazy part is this. When a unit gets converted, it gets fully healed. Like, that Jug was nearly dead until it got converted and it's full freaking health. Like, oh my god. I feel so bad for Delete the Game right now. And you know what? I might even agree with this opinion. At this freaking rate, like, this is so dumb. They should have kept this broken ability campaign exclusive or single player exclusive, but no, release it to multiplayer. Was there any thought process in this of, hey, maybe the Mary convert might not be a good idea? Wait, hold up. Can Delete the Game prevail here? He's gonna kill all the Merrics. Hold up a minute. And somehow he kept the tower. And where did the Enslaved Giant go? Did it die? Where did it must have died? No, wait, is that the same one? I'm so confused right now. But somehow Delete the Game persevered. However, there's an Enslaved Giant there. There's a second Enslaved Giant on the way. It's gonna get backed up by more Merrics. And Catapult Mode can easily annihilate these tower spawn deads. Here we go. Here comes a rush. There's already 2 Merrics though. I don't know. I feel like Delete the Game is keeping the crawlers in the back, but I feel like they have to go for it because that E-Giant is actually eating a lot of damage right now. I feel like if he sends the crawlers, he might actually kill it, but he's not opting to do it. He's going to maintain his ground. Another Enslaved Giant coming in from Lava Eater. He's going to put it in front of the weak one and go for the Catapult Mode again here. Although he might opt to target the crawlers. No, these Juggernauts are definitely going to die. The Merrics are going to try and convert them, but maybe they will die. Oh no! He threw out a Scorch and yeah, it killed a bunch of Delete the Game's crawlers. I don't even think he was expecting that. I don't know what the range is of Scorch. At least I can't remember from the campaign, but it's a decent range. Either way, that sucks. Yeah, look at that. Delete the Game lost 3 of his own Jugs to these stupid Merrics. If they had a chance before, they lost that now. There's no way they can keep the tower here. They had the Tesla coil going, which is definitely needed to punch through his own freaking tanks. However, these Juggernauts are not on the tower, and the Enslaved Giant and Merrics are. And here we go. There's about to be a lot of converted Jugs here. Here comes a Scorch. It doesn't matter though, because guess what? When these Jugs get converted, they get instantly freaking healed. They get instantly healed. Even if the Juggernaut is near dead, they get healed for free. Like, oh man. Yeah, I think this is where Delete the Game loses. This is where it loses. And you know, it was a valiant effort from him, but it's all gonna fall apart now. There's just nothing he can do here. Like, this is just great. A fantastic result of releasing this cheap, overpowered, damn near free ability to the multiplayer setting. Like, Where is the thought process? Are things just being released to the multiplayer willy-nilly? Like, you cannot balance an ability as broken as this. And you know, it is. I'm losing brain cells. It makes even less sense to give it to Merrick's. Merrick's of all units. Like, this is the V's ability from Stick Empires, except it's way easier to use. And now Delete the Game is gonna get put under siege here, and yeah, this is just game over for them. There's nothing they can do. The Castle Dead is completely irrelevant because the Merrick's are just gonna easily out-heal its damage. Like, there is nothing that Delete the Game can do here. I can't imagine how many times they've fallen victim to this Merrick Convert, but it definitely warrants naming their profile to Delete the Game. My god, this is so stupid. We'll fast forward here, even though I'm not sure why Delete the Game is still trying. Like, it's just game over for him. It really is. This is just awful. Well, I know for a fact that I will not be playing multiplayer. Yeah, he's laughing. He's laughing because he's laughing at the stupid decision to release an ability this broken to the game. Like, GG, well played. He stood no freaking chance. Absolutely disgusting. Like, I have nothing else to say other than what the hell is this game?